starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house, as we say. Well, green. We got a green new year, and it was expected, but it is actually here. It actually happened, so that's kind of cool. Two green days so far for PulseChain. So beautiful stuff, and of course Bitcoin and Ethereum moving higher. So very exciting, guys. Very exciting indeed. But 2 green days for PulseChain. Is that possible? Is that even possible? Some would ask. But apparently it is. So there we go. We're going to cover all the markets today and some of the hot things. So yeah, what are we doing? We're going to go a bit of a deep dive on Bitcoin and Ethereum there. Talk about some of the monetary supply changes, which are bullish. We're going to get into Richard Hart, PulseChain, TruDeFi, or True2X, LibertySwap, Rack and Michelle, and it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, so let's get into it. Work for Cryptos in the house there. Hey, everybody, good to see you. Welcome. And don't forget to share the show on X. That really helps a lot. So if you can share the show, much appreciated there as we go. If you're on X, hit the repost button. Let me just post that in the live show, actually, on Telegram under the Crypto Night Show. We're going to, I guess we'll set up a raid for that too. Let's go. All right. Now, we had 2 shows yesterday. Did a PulseChain, my usual PulseChain crypto show, and also we did a special show on X1 chain, which was really fun to do. It's a bit more formal, that one, because I've got to go through a whole ton of stuff and try and onboard and introduce people to X1. Yeah, pretty cool, and hopefully that was really helpful. People wondering how to get XNT coin, how to buy tokens on the sort of the early bird XDEX and things like that, and hopefully that helped a lot of people. All right, but let's get into it without further ado. Let's kick into the crypto market and see where we're at. I guess we might go, should we go full screen? Let's go full screen on this one. Bam, there we go. All right, so we've got the total market cap 3.155 trillion, up 2.5%. So that's good news, right? That's good news. I think that deserves a bit of a clap. And we've got the Bitcoin price at the moment at 90,140, so back over 90K. That's good news. That's up 1.8%. We've got Ethereum up 4.7%, so a really nice move there at $3,131. So we're back over 3K there as well. So 2 good little milestones there. XRP at number 4 up 7.5%, even better at $2.01. We got BNB up 2.5% at number 5, up $884. Solana at number 7, up 5.3%, $132.50. We got Tron at number 9, up 0.7%, 28.8 cents. And then number 10 is Doge, up 13.6%, a big move there at 14.4 cents. So Doge here looking pretty handsome. And I guess we've got to mention ADA down here at number 12, up 10% as well. So there we go. That's our top 10. The best performer is, of course, Doge over the last 24 hours. Best performer over the last week is also Doge, up 15% for the week. So there we go. But we've got some nice little gainers there. XRP up 8% for the week. Solana up 7.7% for the week, for example. Those are our top 10. Top 100, we've got Canton number up 49%. We've got Pepe up 47%. Pump Fund up 26%. Polkadot up 24%. And Filecoin up 19%. So those are all on the move right now. Very cool. I do note that we got Pepe on X1 chain, right, on the XDEX. Obviously, that's leading the race at the moment with a lot of backers behind it. But I just saw Pump Fund, of course, is launched. So we're going to talk more about that on X1. That's on XDEX as well. And I think there's also SHIB and what else did I say? SHIB and Kermit the Frog. Kermit Frog's there as well. There's more coming. So keep a look out for that. We're going to be talking about that ourselves. Top 1,000, we've got Piverse at the moment, a Punk Strategy, and Wojak in the house. Those are top movers in the top 1,000. Trending overall is Pudgy Penguins. Now, Pudgy Penguins is also now trading on X1 XDEX, so you can get a bit of that too, and that's going to be building up soon. Monad as well, and then Pepe is trending as well. So those are trending in the top CoinGecko, as we say. So pretty cool. So that is CoinGecko. Let's jump over to some of the news, and we might move back to the. Oh no, we'll stay here actually. Let's over to the news here around monetary policy, and we have the Fed, of course, is this chart here showing what they call the FRED. So overnight repurchase agreements, basically treasuries that are treasury securities that are purchased by the Federal Reserve in the open market, and you can see we really didn't have much at all being purchased, I think, since almost COVID period, and now suddenly we're getting all this money coming in to buy up and expand the monetary supply there. So Fed Reserve pumps another 19 billion into the US bank system overnight through repos. This is the third largest liquidity injection since COVID. The largest since COVID was on Friday. So there we go. So we've gotten all the big money coming in to buy up these treasuries and expand the monetary supply. So kind of cool. So bullish times, guys. It's going to be great. And let's continue on. Let's get into the Bitcoin chart. A Bitcoin chart here on the monthly, $90,100. The 50 monthly moving average is at $65,777. So we're well above that, and we're looking good for the year. Let's go to the daily here as well. Obviously, we had that death cross back here on the 16th of November. We had the liquidation event in the market, remember, was all the way back here on the 10th. So that was way back here. And here we are starting to move up to the top of this range at the moment. So let's see if this curls around. Head for that golden cost, baby. January, February, March. Is it going to be huge? Keep a lookout for that. But that's what we're looking forward to. NJ's in the house there, 2 days green in a row for Alts. Weird feeling. It is indeed. That's true. That's true. So we'll get to that soon enough on the old PulseChain. So that is the Bitcoin right now. Let's move to Ethereum. Ethereum at the moment, this is the 50-month moving average, and we can see that is currently at $2,560. So $2,560, and we're currently at $3,131. So we're over that 3,000 mark. Very important. And of course, we had a beautiful consolidation here for some time, all the way back to February 24. So it's almost 2 years ago now. Is that crazy that we've been in this zone for Ethereum? So it's going to have a glorious rise. I mean, we're talking some big moves there. Now, Tom Lee, of course, is talking about potentially 7 to 9K within the early, I guess, Q1 of this year, and potentially 20K at the top of the move for I think it's the end of 2025. Sorry, 26, I should say. So that is pretty huge there, maybe at the top of the cycle. So whichever's the earliest, I don't know. But that's the play. So it's looking pretty good. All right, so that is Ethereum right now. And talking about Ethereum, let's go to the daily. And remember, the death cross was a little bit later compared to Bitcoin, the 24th of November, so about a week or so later. And we're in a similar kind of consolidation zone, moving up to the top of the range. In fact, on the daily, we're back over the 50. How about that at the moment? So we're over the 50. The 50 at the moment is at $3,114, and the 200 moving average for the daily is $3,360. So we're now back over the 50. Very, very positive sign there. So let's go. So very cool. Now, we did have some particular news around that from Tom Lee from BitMine Emission. And they are doing some big changes. So the annual shareholder vote deadline, 14th of January. Many asking why we want to increase the authorized shares from 500 million to 50 billion. OMG. So what's that, 100x more? No, that's not. It's not because BMNR is about to dilute shareholders, and he's got a big breakdown of that. And we're going to go through there's a little video, but I'm not sure if we're going to play that. We're just going to probably just go through the quick text breakdown. 2, there are 3 reasons the company needs to increase authorized shares, but one is the most important. The first is to enable selective ATM capital raises, so obviously extra capital there to buy more Ethereum, opportunistic deals, mergers, etc. Now that's the interesting thing, of course, a little bit downplayed here, but be interesting who they decide to buy out, right? Because that's asset accretive, right? So could be pretty interesting. Buying competitors out, other treasuries, interesting. Accommodate future share splits, and this is the big reason, right? So this is the key reason there. The last point is key. Anytime a company splits shares, total authorized needs to be high enough to accommodate. So that's pretty much the play there. So pretty exciting. And really, essentially, it's about, if ETH continues to rise up, right? If ETH continues to rise up, they're going to want to do a share split, right? That's the basic idea. Previously, we noted our view tokenization will drive ETH BTC to reach all-time highs, so 0.0837 on the ratio between ETH and Bitcoin. Target is 25. 25, guys. That's the re-rate expected for Bitcoin network, right? Because of tokenization and stable coins, etc. So huge, and of course all the treasuries themselves, right? That are buying up the supply. Target to 0.25 as Ethereum proves to be the future of finance. Bring it on. This implies future ETH prices of 12K, 22K, prior high 62K, and that would be at 0.25 ratio between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the payment rails there. So with payment rails, of course, as obviously credit card companies, etc. I mean, it's going to be massive. $250,000 for Ethereum coming up. This is what it's got, guys. If BTC hits $1 million, that's at 25, at a 0.25%. At 25% ratio. That's $250,000 Ethereum, guys. This is where he's talking about. And of course, PulseChain there going to be the ultimate privacy chain. On top of that, obviously the ETH reserves being held, all going to get inflated dramatically. Imagine that, $250,000 ETH, and Richard or whoever it is, the OA is holding 171 ETH at minimum, excluding anything that was from the XAA lobby or mining in 2016. So imagine it. And of course, if Bitcoin's at $1 million, and if Richard was mining, Bitcoin blocks back in March 2011, how much Bitcoin's that going to be worth, guys? It could be pretty sick. It could be seriously sick. Oh my god, it's pretty awesome. So pretty fun. So there we go. That is the play. So obviously they're going to want to stock split that. And yeah, so the potential future ETH prices may be used to calculate implied future BMNR prices. And so yeah, they're talking about obviously 22K ETH would be $500 BMNR prices. $250,000, for example, would be $5,000 BMNR prices. And of course, that network valuation at historical, I think, ratios to Bitcoin would be 62,500. Pretty insane, right? These using a coefficients of 0.15 times ETH plus assumed accretion ETH share of 33%. These are for illustrated purposes only, not a forecast. To keep reading, of course. So that's kind of the play there. So they'll have to do 100x their shares, so they can do a division there. So 5,000 needs to be 100-to-1 ratio of shares to reset the share price to $25. So not too bad. So you're basically just getting more shares and no real change in the value they're holding. Kind of cool. So this is how optimistic Tom is about the future of Ethereum, and so it's pretty big news today. Very excited about that, of course, and game on. So 14th, people got to vote on that. So this guy here, AIE, goes $250,000. Are you high? No, he's not high, man. He knows. He's talking to a lot of people. Not only have they got a master strategy, but he's talking to a lot of people, and he's got access to a lot of the big capital guys as well. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to see that. NJ says 250,000 ETH price. Let's try 5,000 for more than 30 seconds, lol. Hey, look, when it happens, it goes up pretty severe. Now, where it lands on average is a different point, but definitely hitting up at marks is going to be pretty crazy, guys. Remember, the market cap of crypto is small, man. It's only 3 trillion. We just went to 3,155, was it today? It's super duper small. So bring it on. And of course, we're getting a migration of TradeFi over to blockchain. It's going to be pretty exciting. Those prices have to adjust upwards to numbers like that. So pretty cool. So there we go. That was Tom Lee. Did you love that? That's brand new. That's the new year for you. 2026, baby. Bring on the golden age of America. I love it. Now we've got Matt in the houses too. Good to see you, Matt. Howdy all. Big shout out. Yeah. Funny, I thought I had a straw. I thought I had a straw in my drink. That's funny. All right, so let's move on. Let's get into the Richard Hart and the PulseChain world. While the crypto world's looking pretty optimistic out of the gate, where's PulseChain? Well, 2 green days already, so we're pretty happy about that. Let's get into Richard Hart. He's got a little post here, and it is anything you wish to show. Now, DeFi Llama, I keep talking about TVL, right? Accretive TVL, adding on, the more quality projects we have on PulseChain with decent TVLs, total value locked of Pulse in particular, or any other assets, the better we will be on the PulseChain. It just adds that extra foundation to the valuation. So yeah, DeFi Llama, this is Richard saying, are you wish, this came out, by the way, are you anything you wish to this to show? So got the TVL at the moment, 150 mil. Well, we want to get that up and away, right? That's what we want, these quality projects. The multi-chain fork from Liquidity fork from Fast Abdul is a good prime example. We just layer on all those TVLs, very exciting there, and add it to the rest. So obviously, as Pulse re-rates, all the TVLs will go up anyway. And we're, if we're arguing that we're on the bottom from the end of last year, the 31st of December, it's only up from here. Then the valuation is just going to go up anyway. But we want to add more DeFi to that, more TVL as well. So pretty exciting there. So if you have any feedback on that, let Richard know. On the metrics there. Now, obviously, if you go into DeFi Llama and you look at some of the components of that TVL, you can actually see them down the bottom here, right? So you can see, liquid loans, liquidity fork. They've got the CDP category there, so collateralized, but you've got the PulseX DEX. Remember, we've only got two main DEXs. We've got PulseX and we've got 9mm, right? So PulseX sitting at $124 million, 9mm sitting at a modest $3.3 million there. And that's probably way too low if you think about, it's just one measure, right? But that is where it is at the moment based on the Pulse. And then we've got liquid loans. Now, I'm assuming that they've calibrated the values right. So just on this, where some of them are not correct, probably. But liquid loans, $8 million. We've got Power City sitting in there. We've got Fiat Protocol. So this is from the PH team, right? So Ink Printer, another liquidity fork. PHUX Balancer fork from the PH team, right? With Fiat Protocol was the fork of Aave. And we've got PHUX there, the Balancer fork. Fame Protocol, GMX fork, right? Perpetual trading, derivatives. That's got 650K. So you can see we've actually only got a few listed over $1 million. So not great. We need to do a lot of work on that. And it's good to see, more protocols coming that are adding weight to that. The liquidity forks, DEXs, those sort of things. Stable, pretty much at the moment. What else we got there? We've got everything else pretty much smaller here. We've got Team Finance in there. I'm not sure what they're doing there, but they're there. Daytona Finance obviously was a DEX that's sort of gone to the wayside, really. A great side it was, but TVL only down to 60K now. We got this fake-ass pulse rate one from ages ago. Betterland, of course, that was really exciting. Got up, to 30, 40 million, and then had to exploit, and that's pretty much died a death. And then there's quite a few other little crappy ones in here, like GPLX, etc. All ruggy type projects. And then I've got heaps of others listed on here for what who knows what reason. Love.io's down here, but not much has happened with that. So we've got a lot of work to do on our TVL level here, and from a holistic point of view, it's something that I guess devs largely can work on. And we do have a few coming down the pipeline, as we say. We've got Vault 369, potentially CoinMafia play a role in that. What else is coming? PUSD ALGO comes down the line. So there's kind of at least three there. And so we need a lot more, right? Need a good number more. So let's see what comes in 2026, baby. So there we go. It's interesting to see that Richard's highlighting that. It's kind of cool. So let's see what people say. What the people do. So kind of cool. There are someone's giving some. So it could show all these things: chain fees, chain revenue, token incentives. So there's lots of other things that could take in other measures of value as well. So we'll see what ends up there. All right, kind of cool. Let's get into the results for PulseChain, our second green day in the house, which is pretty cool. We got Matt in the house there. You on whiskey, early Superman, wondering what was keeping you going, says Matt. I don't know. I'm excited about green days. I don't know about you guys. Green days are here. And let's keep going there. Day 966, guys. So PulseChain was launched on the 13th of May, 2023. We're 966 days later, heading towards 1,000 days. PulseChain is a full system state fork copy of Ethereum on the 10th of May. It was a couple of days before launch. And so it was at the time the biggest airdrop. Everything on Ethereum essentially copied over to PulseChain with a few hiccups, around oracles and things about that, things that don't support. But other than that, it was pretty exciting. So ERC20s called PRC20s, etc. So if you're new to PulseChain, you might have some airdrops if you had stuff on Ethereum back then. So we got Pulse at the moment. Quadruple 0146 is up 7.9%. So that's good news. We're at 15% of the mean sacrifice price. PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0124, up 9.13%. And we got the ratio is still pretty much the same as yesterday, actually, just about, not quite, just slightly improved. But 0.85 pulse. So one PulseX, we get 0.85 pulse. If you inverse that, then one pulse will get you 1.18 PulseX. So there we go. The buy and burn sitting at 8.34%. That's the public buy and burn, excluding the OA accounts. So that's pretty exciting. 1.63 trillion PulseX burned. It's telling us here if these numbers on the mark, then just under 19.6 trillion PulseX exists apparently. So there we go. Ink token at the moment 9.66 cents, up 10%. So double digits. We'll take that double digit there for Ink token. And a hex on PulseChain is 2600th of a penny, up 8.6%. So it's the third best performer today out of the Richard cores. eHex at the moment is at 00096. That got all the way down to 0007 something, didn't it? So mad volumes there. And I did talk about that. eHex and PX combined, so is at 3600th of a penny. So it's still super cheap on the old hex there. All right, so that's the mark. Let's go to the gas prices. 260,000 beats, pretty much the same as yesterday. 1/10 of a penny for a PulseX swap, pretty much the same as yesterday. And the validators, 51,880 validators at the moment. So it's down about 140, is it? About 140 from yesterday, down. And let's have a look at the bridge. Bridge is at 79.2 million. We'll take that. And so that's up pretty significant from yesterday. What were we at yesterday? 77.7 or something. So it looks like we might be up, a million. Let's say 1.25 million, 1.5 million. So it's kind of cool. Our ETH is down. I can see our ETH looks down a little bit there, but the values are all up. So there we go. Big shout out to Tyndale reposting the stream. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you guys haven't reposted it, smash the repost and share the show around. Helps a lot. All right, get ready to rumble. 2026, baby. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see, what should we got? 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, and 26. Here we are. Hex launched on the 2nd, 3rd of December 2019, guys. It's Hex, and here we are in 2026. Crazy, right? Crazy. It's crazy times. All right, so yeah, pretty crazy. Here we are. All right, so let's move on and look at the pulse chart. Let's go full screen on the pulse chart and let's check this out. So we're up 7.85% today. We've got 2 green candles. That's the ones we're talking about in the title of the video. Second green day. Look at that. Woohoo! All right, so that's cool. Arguably it's 3 as well because the low was on the 31st of December. Is that poetic? Is that going to be the low of all time? I don't know. You can decide. But 31st of December, and of course we had tax harvesting, right? Selling for tax probably happening in there as well, pushing it down. And we, just what it is. So we're up 17% in the last 2 days. 17%, guys, in the last 2 days, off a low base, but still a nice 70% gain there, and back up. So we got to an all-time low, if you remember, of 4 zeros 12.55. 4 zeros 12.55, and now we're at 14.72. So there we go, up 17%. The RSI bounced on the daily. We got just oversold, didn't we? At about 28, and now we're back up at 41. So plenty of room to run, and that's what we said yesterday, and that's what's happened. Thank goodness. That's where we are. All right, so let's go to the weekly chart. Let's have a look at 4-hourly, and we can see that we're not quite overbought on this move. Still got a bit of room to go a bit higher. So let's see if we can punch past the 15, maybe even to 15.37. Let's see. And then we get a nice little cup forming there on the 4-hourly. Maybe a little bit of a handle after the 4-hourly chills, and then game on for the upside. And we get that nice little daily RSI moving higher. Woo! 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 green days. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We'll find out anyway. We'll find out. But that is kind of looking good on the charts. The weekly, of course, is really demure. So we've got miles to go on the weekly. We're only down at 32, 37, 32, 33 on the RSI. And we've got this nice little, a butterfly cross almost, is it? A butterfly cross, I think that's what they call it. So yeah, potentially a long way up from there. So kind of cool. All right, so that's the PulseChain, guys. Looking at the volumes, 4.4 million, still pretty low volumes, unfortunately. We are in the weekend, of course. Friday, Saturday, depending on where you are in the world. And here we are, 4.4 million. We've got 381,000 transactions right now. 381,000 transactions, and we've got a few movers on the horizon here. So we're going to talk about some of these tokens. This is the trending top 100. Matt says, stablecoin super cycle Superman. Do you know updates on Jacob Stable? Now, I'm not sure. We know that Tetra is out, right? So Tetra is out with their demo. They're going to have that out available free for use for the first month, I believe. So we're probably looking the whole month of January. And then we're expecting Signum to launch. So presumably, because it's a demo, they probably delay Signum to maybe the beginning of February. So we'll keep a lookout for that. I know someone asked him about Signum, and he kind of said, well, we're just kind of focused on this moment. We'll get to it. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll go and check again today, and we'll see if there's anything else there. Maybe we could do it now, but let me just have a quick look at the old Tetra. See if there's any other update about that. Oh, there's a lot of updates in there. Okay. There's a lot of comments in there. So yeah, probably a bit too much to go through right now. But I will check it today, and hopefully we'll get an update tomorrow. But after the Signum, I'm pretty sure Jacob said it was after Signum launches, then he will do an update. So Tetra won't be enough of an update, probably is the way that works. So we're probably waiting for Signum. He's also got Mafia's pretty damn close to launching from the looks of it, and also is on-chain bet. I don't know when that's launching, but it can't be too far away, presumably. I don't know. I'll try and get updates on all those. And then PUSD, I think's after Signum, honestly. So might not be, even though with Tetra out, yeah. I mean, we'd all love it out today, but maybe it's going to be not till early February if Signum's not out till early February. So we'll try and firm up a little bit of that maybe by tomorrow. Let's give me a bit of time there. Good question, though. All right, thumbs up, thumbs up. There we go. So, all right, so we got the top moves. Let's go back to the middle view. And we can see at the moment, Milady at the moment is the number one, or actually Wick just took the spot, up 51%, and it's been around for over a year. So the old green Wick. So a quick look at that chart since it's making its big move. There we are, nice little daily chart. Look at that, really nice moving up there. Market cap still 124k, 5.2k in liquidity. Pretty small retail play, but chart's looking nice and tidy if you manage to be in there. So that's pretty much it for Wick. John Wick, is it? No, Green Wick there with John Wick in the picture. Milady at the moment up over 2 years, up 48%. And Milady there, Milady. Let's have a look at the charts. So that's the chart there. Let's log it. And that's up at the moment. So there we go. Not too bad. Nice move from 1,000 to 1870. So a big move on that in the weekly. That's a weekly chart. There's the daily last 2 days getting pumped. Right, market cap pretty small, 78k, liquidity 3.8k. That is Milady right now. Now, obviously, I'm not endorsing anything. We're just going through the trending, right? You guys know it, usual. Yoink there, 44% today as well. Let's have a quick look at that. Bam, see it? A big of a green candle in the last hour, pretty much. It was pretty much sitting around 3017. Has now just been pumped quite a bit. So market cap still low, 56, but liquidity is pretty high. 23k liquidity rather than 56, and the volume near 3.9. So there we go. That's Yoink. Mogcoin up 29%. I've been around for over a year. So have a quick look at that. Doing a bit more deeper dive in the charts these days, but a little pump there today. Nice. So everyone's getting a bit of love, at least in these coins. Then we're going to get to Emmet, guys. So Emmet's getting love from, of course, TruDeFi or True2X, and it's up 23% today. Got some diamond hands, and it looks like it made to $2, did it? It did. $2.07. Woohoo! And look at that volume. So you've got TrueTX volume. You've also got market volume incoming, like people participating. And up it went. Came down a little bit there on the 1st of January. And then big pump in volume today, back to 13K. And we've got a nice price there happening at the moment, 207. Pretty awesome. And I noticed the website's on there. The website wasn't on there before, was it? So they've added the website from looks like very cool. And they're from Chorus. They'll probably help a lot, actually. So let's go to the website. And let's go to farms, and it's still got the yields. So this Emmet farm, we got about 6 or 7 farms operating. That's probably the most sustained in a sense, but we have got a couple other good ones too. So here is Stake Emmet. So 107% APR right now. TVL, oh man, it's jumped a massive. Remember, it was about 202K, obviously with the US dollar value, and probably some more LP in there, right? Because it's dragged down from about 120% to 107. We got $260,000, so over $250,000 now in the stake Emmet pool. This is a single side staking, and you don't earn Emmet, you earn EDI in this, and that's funded from 4% reflection tax. There's a 5% tax, but 4% goes into this EDI, and then there's all the other LP pools are run with this Emmet emission, so you're earning Emmet, but here you don't earn Emmet, you earn EDI, and that's kind of cool. You can do lots of things with that, of course. Risk management, play out back into TruDeFi for the yields, so people get those, capture those 2x Pulse, etc., and system miners or whatever else they're doing with this. And also, you can compound and buy more Emmet and push the Emmet price up even more if you want to do that game. And of course, go into the rest of the pools, right? So some cool stuff happening there. Emmet getting a lot of love at the moment, and a big shout to Kairos, does a great job with the farm there, Emmet farm. Right, what else we got going? Bria's just under Emmet. Now, Bria's probably getting excited because CoinMafia is coming, but really CoinMafia is coming, but really Coinwell and Coinaki, looks like they're going to be the Bria protocols. There are 4 more protocols coming after Coinwell, and that's all from Rack and Michelle and Jen. And of course, the team there was it Triple Dad, Mr. Wu, the whole crew there. And so that's 22.7% at the moment up there, 000 and 2900. So it's just kind of it's consolidating just below or above the 3000 mark. And so it's probably getting ready for another move later on. Keep a lookout for that one. Remember, it's number 9, up 19% from the OG Web Chef. Pretty cool. Let's have a quick look at that, actually. So OG Web Chef, this is, you hold it, and what do you get? You get, it's been a while since I looked at it, you get Pulse. You get Pulse yield here. So let's have a look if you're holding this on the volume. That is the chart. Now, obviously, it looks like a forever down chart, but actually, you're getting paid on the volume, 70K volume, and it's at 10 zeros, 21.67, having a nice pump there to 27 at the moment. So pretty not bad gains, in a 2 days period. Very cool, up 20% right now. And of course, if you're buying a lot of volume now, taking that risk, you're still earning Pulse on the volume. So you have to do a bit of math, but probably not a too bad proposition. Let's have a look at the Zero Trust, and it's tied into Peacock, right? They're doing their own ecosystem of protocols, and that's up 18.6%, and that's getting a real nice pump here on the daily, pretty much bouncing from 2,800 of a penny and now up to a third of a penny. Nice, not bad. Plenty of room now aside for that. They have a website, right? I'm not sure if this is the ones related to Gerardo. Gerardo's involved in some of these. Sometimes just doing the websites, I think. Sometimes doing the the founder. But Zero Trust, I think he did the website for this. You can double check on that, but that is the play there. So that's the website. Pretty cool. They're up to a few things, right? Up to a few things. I think they got news too, don't they? Is it news? They got memes and the news. I think they have Nexus News, is it? It's kind of like a PulseChain News. Yeah, I think it's PulseChain News. Yeah, so you can check that out too. There we are. Very cool. All right, so that is zero, from zero to hero, as Richard would say. That's number 10. Number 11 and 12 is Peacock, guys. It's up 18.6%, and I felt that the market was really not treating it respectfully with the old update from LibertySwap B2. But sometimes it happens later on in life, right? Sometimes it happens later on in life. Sean O'Malley says green on my screen. Says Sean, it is green on your screen. Believe, that's what what's that Peacock said, is it? Peacock, no, Hog said that, didn't they? And Hog, actually, we should probably check out the Hog thing today. Let me remind me to do that. The Heart with Dog, episode 7, the final chapter of the Chronicles of Hog, Somi, and Andrew Tate was out. Was it yesterday? Maybe yesterday or the day before. We're going to go check it out anyway. Not watch it, but you guys can watch it. There we go. Peacock there, sitting at just over 1/10 of a penny, and up there at the moment. So keep a look up for that. We're going to get into the news around those projects anyway. That's Peacock doing pretty well. And what else do we got? Dump Ties Coin. This has not been doing pretty well over the last couple of days, isn't it? It's been in the top couple, and is not slowing down. So 000 4900. at the moment, and it seems to have timed the market. No real big volume on it, but certainly the chart's still looking pretty handsome there relative to that. 33 liquidity, K liquidity, and 478K market cap. It's kind of the play on that one. What else there? Number 14, Devcoin up 17%. Number 16 is Hex Pump Tires up 15%. Zendog also tied into Peacock. That's up 15%. Mafia, we talked about that from Jacob. That's going to be launching pretty soon for sure. It's up 14%. And remember that we looked at this yesterday, I think, and the pulse ratio was looking pretty handsome. So look at that. Look at that. 46.7 pulse per Mafia now. That's really running away there. It's probably pretty controlled supply as well. So not bad there, 14%. So I expect some magic there. What else? Solana up 14%. There's a Pump Tires Solana. So we've got Pump Tires Hex and Pump Tires Solana. Number 19 up 14%. We've got No Name here up 12%. 9MM, the second biggest DEX. We only got really 2 DEXs that are of significance, and it's up 11.6% right now, and getting a bit of love today. Let's have a look at the ratio. See if the ratio is pumped. Well, it's still sort of moving sideways a little bit on the price, so 0.8 of a penny, and the pulse ratio is up at 550. So it's already moving, right? It's already moving really. It came all the way down. I mean, this wick was all the way down to 95 for goodness sake. Now it's at 550 pulse. But I think they're giving away about $20,000 or so a month for, I think, the NFT holders distribution, and they've just moved to Merkle tree proofs for those distribution payouts. But it is our second biggest DEX, and you guys can see it on here. What's its volume today? 535K. So we've seen it sort of move around, from 300-400K up to maybe 2 million, that sort of range. 535, over $500,000 today. Where's the most of the volume coming from? Well, from the Richard Guy cause, a bit of wrap Bitcoin as well. It's kind of the play there. Coast, NIM itself, is kind of where most of the volume's coming from. All right, so let's go to PulseX again, and we'll keep going. That's kind of the plays there. What else we got going there? Pandex there, number 24, up 11%. Liquid Loans up 11%. RSI up 11%. UFO, Unity are both up 10%. DAO token, the one top memes, up 10%. And that's it. So we've got 30 coins at the moment. Our top 100 up over 10% today. So it's nice to have a decent number of coins double digit. Obviously, we want that to get even more aggressive. 20-30% off a low base would be pretty nice. Have that keep going for a little bit. That'd be pretty neat. Get some of that idle capital off the chain, and also bridging in more capital, right? So presumably that's going to be bullish for LibertySwap. We're going to check out to see some of that action too. But there we go. That is it. So we've got lots of green candles all the way down here, guys. In fact, just about everything's green. Obviously, you have to be over. What do we say Pulse was? I can't remember now, but we're going to check that. Let's have a look at let's go Pulse again, and I'll just get that. Look at that percentage. Go Pulse 7.7%. So anything over 7.7% is doing well. So let's go up here 7.7. So we've got two thirds of the coins. Up to Teddy Bear here, over 7.7%. So 2/3 of the coins are a leverage play on Pulse. Very cool. Now, one of the things I'd like to see, and I was talking about this in Discord yesterday, was how do you get value up? Well, there's obviously a number of ways, but it'd be really cool to see Pulse be attacked. What do I mean by that? Attack Pulse. And that is, getting rid of Pulse supply. However you want to do it, there's a number of ways. That's one of the things that we could be looking forward to in the future. We'll see what some of the market makers on PulseChain decide, but looking forward to something happening in that space. So it's kind of cool. Talking about Pulse being up, 7.7. Well, Vouch at the moment is only up 7.5%. So they've had a little bit of a big player exit, haven't they? Some other stuff happened. I won't name it because it's a bit of drama, but that's kind of at the moment. So we're looking forward to Vouch perform, but it does, has to adjust to any large players entering and exiting the protocol. What else? That's kind of the play. Let's move away from the charts. That's pretty much it today. So nice, not bad. Pretty cool. And we got some standouts there, particularly Emmett, I would say. Bria, Peacock on the move there, and then a couple other tokens. So not bad there. Let's jump into some of the news. We're 40 minutes on the hour. Big welcome to everybody. Of course, if you have just come to the show, we've been doing daily shows on Hex and PulseChain for 6 years or something. I mean, it's pretty long, and pretty exciting. So give us a follow if you're on YouTube. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels: the Crypto Night Show, Superman Crypto, and PulseChain X. And of course, hit the subscribe button right now. That'd be great. If you are on X, of course, go up to the top and smash the follow button. We're rebuilding the channel after our last channel was taken down, and so we're just rebuilding it back. And that was taken down unfairly, of course. You know how it works on social media. And so just smash the follow button there. And if you guys haven't joined Strategy Club, if you want to get all the intel, always passing an intel there as I'm going through the markets and other stuff during the day. I post relevant intel in there. So you definitely want to join up. We also have strategy chats and stuff like that. You're always welcome, always there every day in open book. So jump in there, talk about a lot of stuff we don't talk about on live stream. And so get in there and become part of the family. Let's say now it's just over $1 a day to join Strategy Club. So and if you're on YouTube, it's in the video description. You go through the Whoop store. If you're on the on X, it's just pinned at the top there, Strategy Club. And it's just over $1 a day, about $35 a month. So really great value for that. Now, I just also want to give a shout out to Randy Alasky out there. He runs, I run an Intel club, pretty much strategy club. We talk about strategy and stuff like that, but he runs a kind of an investment club, and it's called No Permission. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out as well. He does a great job there. So check it out. All right, so let's jump over to some of the project updates. So we've got TruDeFi, which has launched their True2X protocol. And there is no token to this. It's basically becoming a bit of a institutional type investor in PulseChain. And they have the whole concept is getting a 2x in Pulse. So you go into an auction, get some shares, I believe, and set up miners and stay in there until you get 2x. Now, they have a couple of specialty things with this. So they take 40% of all the pulses, and then they basically start investing it in other protocols and getting yield and pushing it back in the system, obviously. And they also have a thing called system miners and partner miners. So they're all operating at the moment, and it's going to be fun to see the whole thing play out. And they sort of take over the system over time. That's kind of the idea there. At the moment, we've got the results for day 13. So we got 217 billion pulse. So yesterday, what was yesterday? 209. Yeah, I think it was 209 or something like that. So maybe we're up about 18, if I remember rightly. Total volume deposited 3.12 million. And of course, Pulse has gone back up today. So that's lifted the whole value. So fantastic stuff there. Let's just think about that 2.17 billion Pulse, by the way. If there's just under 17 a trillion, that's about 1.2% or so of the total volume of Pulse has gone in here. Just think about that. It's pretty amazing. Well done. Super successful there. And we're only on day 13. So there we go. Average daily volume in Pulse, 18 billion. Average daily volume is $260,000 equivalent if you had average. And they're almost at 10,000 miners. So total miners, 9,802. So it's going up pretty strongly. The yield factor was 1.19 day 1, and day 11 is 0.718. They now have increased their ownership. Remember yesterday they had about 16% or so of the Emmet single-side staking. Remember we looked at that, and you're earning EDI. Well, they've jumped all the way to 18% of their pool, earning the EDI. Remember, the EDI is off the volume, buying and selling and transferring, and they're earning 4% of that volume yield. So pretty awesome. And I think what did I work out? It's about per week. It's probably 1.5% per day. It depends on the volume, but that's the kind of the mark there. So EDI going back into the system of 2TX. So a pretty key player. They're also in some of the LP pools as well, I understand, particularly Vouch. And so that's another blue chip protocol they've been using. So definitely jump into their Telegram. They got the Telegram here. I will post the link to this one here in the YouTube chat. And you can go join that. That's True2X. Let me type in that. True2X. I think it's the one. So big shout out to Neil. Neil's a pretty well-respected guy. So there we go. That is the link there to True2X. Give Neil a follow as well. And I might post that underneath the live stream. So if anyone wants to see it there. True2X. Bam. There we go. All right, keep tabs. That's day 13. Almost 2 weeks, right? Almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks tomorrow. That's the play. Give me a little heart there. All right, so that's the update for True2X, causing quite an impact. I mean, 1.2% of Pulse supply, guys. It's pretty significant. What else? We got LibertySwap right now. We've obviously been following LibertySwap. They did the big upgrade to V2. V2 contract basically is like a base contract where they can just add in more DeFi, just hooking it in. They don't have to redo the base contract again. So it's very exciting stuff. So it means that they can rapidly innovate and expand their ecosystem. And we know these guys are super duper doing that. And so this is going to get faster and faster. We are probably witnessing another juggernaut. If TruDeFi is kind of an investment juggernaut, well, this is becoming a utility bridge juggernaut as well. So it's going to be pretty exciting to watch it. So 18 hours ago, they said we're excited to experiment with a new contract and add it to our LibertySwap V2 hooks starting tomorrow. So they're not even wasting time. They just got it laid out, and now they're just before the end of last year, and now they're already hooking in. So it's going to be pretty fun. It is time to expand and offer services to users of Ethereum, Solana, and CoinMafia. So not just EVM chains, but SVM chains and stuff like that. No doubt, X1's probably going to get added, along with Solana at some stage. That's pretty unexpected bullish thing for X1 potentially. With the goal of growing adoption and increasing revenue, we need to bring money home and take care of our families. So there we go. Who sits in the bikini next to the fire? Well, Lady Liberty. Lady Liberty does. Lady Liberty does. It's time. PulseChain to infinity, and that's the one. So pretty cool stuff happening there. And that was 18 hours ago. I'm going to scroll up here a little bit here, getting lots of reposts today as well. Privacy for everyone. USDC is coming to Railgun. Now, we already have wrapped ETH, right, on the privacy wallet bridge / now we're going to get USD stablecoin as well, so it's going to expand the offering. Very cool. And, of course, it will be gasless and fully supported. Very nice. That was 16 hours ago there. 6 hours ago, so we're into today's updates now, or at least the contemporary ones. Within the next week or two, multiple blockchains will connect to Railgun. So not only are you seeing USDC come in now with the privacy, but we're also seeing multiple chains. So it's very exciting to connect to Railgun. So multiple chains, ETH, stablecoins. It's awesome, guys. The full solution there, enabling private deposits into Railgun anonymity set using USDC and ETH. This would allow funds from any supported chains to anonymously bid up PulseChain assets without leaving a trace. Who else has got? There's lots of players with large bags. Hex Goldwell, hashtag Richard Hart, hashtag OA Magical Carp Ride. Lots of players out there. What was it? I think we saw some analysis a long time ago about Hex. About 1/3 of the Hex whales, ETH whales, I should say, that had played around with Hex. So maybe some of them will come too. So, but you're all welcome. You're all welcome there into the chain. We've got CoinMafia too as well. Is that the one with? Is that Raoul Paul? Was it CoinMafia or CoinMafia? I forget. Was it SEE? SEI, I think it was it? I can't remember. I've got to double check. I think it was C-Chain, not Su-Chain. Sidechain? Sidechain? I don't know, whatever. This would allow funds from any support chain and also to bid up PulseChain assets without leaving a trace. We like that. That's kind of cool. Glory for PulseChain, says LibertySwap. Absolutely. So pretty exciting, guys. And this is happening rapidly now, right? Because they can just add in DeFi. We know Aave is coming, and so what other DeFi they could just keep adding in some heavyweights there. Multi-chain, bridge, swapping, privacy. I mean, it's pretty glorious. Your token is your business. Treat it like one. Do whatever makes sense to increase your value. Anyone who harms your business, treat them as a rival. If necessary, destroy them. PulseChain friends, it's time to work for your PulseChain bags. The market is bouncing back hard and fast. PLS Peacock there. So there we go. Lady Liberty. It's got the sword of battling there as well. So it's game on. There we go. Join the flock, indeed. So there we go. Lots of cool comments there. All right. So that is in the last 4 hours that we're getting up there, guys. 4 hours ago. What's this going on here? Let's see. Nothing of interest there. No, don't have to talk about that. So keep going. Got some more reposts. LibertyX is coming. Now we know they put out their 2026 roadmap. LibertyX is coming, and this is going to include the Aave, isn't it? LibertyX is coming. A single trade interface is becoming. It's coming. It's becoming a single trade interface that combines Petius, which they added that in, right? So you can do Petius now trading. PulseX, Binance, Coinbase, CowSwap, and Jupiter. And I like some of those. So, we know Coinbase and Binance, of course, are two of the three big onboarding routes for US citizens, right? And US citizens under the golden age of America, not only are they already the biggest consumer and investor, but they're about to get super rich under Trump's golden age of America because we're looking at some massive GDP numbers coming up this year. We ended last year with 4.3, or last year, or at least the last quarter, with 4.3% GDP growth. And look, we could see some mind-blowing stuff coming up for 26, 27, possibly in excess of 5-6% GDP. I mean, we're talking about an incredible amount of money. Now, US base GDP is about 27 trillion. And if you're growing at 5-6% rates, OMG, bring it on. It's truly the golden age of America. So yeah, Trump's making America safer. He's making the world safer and more prosperous, like incredibly more prosperous. So it's going to be a fun time ahead, guys. And of course, preserving freedom at the same time, freedom which is under attack by progressives in the West. And so Lady Liberty is really a good, a good light on the battlefield of freedom versus no freedom for the evil forces or something like that. All right, so that's kind of the play. Very cool. What else we can say about that? We got Decentralized Me. We talked about him yesterday with his bet with Eric Wall. We keep moving in the right direction. This reads like a one-to-one instant railgun balance connectivity rolling out across multiple chains, just not PulseChain yet. Users will be able to swap instantly between chains privately using USDC and ETH on ETH and wrapped USDC and ETH on each chain. They can trigger a buy for PulseChain assets through the Patia swap model. And that went live on private mode as part of the V2 migration, one step at a time, then all at once. So there we go. That is from Decentralized Me. And we might actually pull that up. We'll pull up Decentralized Me because we'll talk about the Eric Wall. I believe Eric Wall did respond to him yesterday, so we'll try and hunt that down as well. But that is LibertySwap update there. I think we're just about there. Not quite. We've got a few more items. So 3 hours ago, Peacock holders are exactly the kind of crypto investors you want in the corner. They're rock solid diamond hands, strong, committed, and there are 6,000 of them now. Wow. That's not a tiny cabal. It's a real distributed community of believers. This is powerful proof that when the right coins end up in the right hands, it can deliver incredible results no matter what the broad market is doing. Now, we saw LibertySwap number 11, number 12 today on the trending. We'll keep looking out for that during the rest of the day. New projects looking to bootstrap their liquidity and build genuine momentum. Here's a smart play. Airdrop a meaningful portion of your supply directly to Peacock holders. Airdropping to them beats throwing tokens at influencers every single time. Hey, come on, influencers aren't that bad. Influencers dump. Peacock, well, I'm still waiting for some of these airdrops. You can't dump anything for not getting airdrops. Influencers dump. Peacock holders hold and they spread the word because they actually care. That's true. All right, so there we go. That is from LibertySwap. Did they have something else on that? Yeah, we did. Price didn't collapse when the entire ecosystem collapsed. Holders jumped from under 5,000 to 6,000. Big holders aren't selling. Liquidity is increasing and staying stable. No panic dumps, just steady building. Peacock is hands down the strongest asset on PulseChain right now. So there we go. And that is Peacock is essentially the official coin of LibertySwap, and they've said that explicitly. And in fact, over the last 24 hours, and also it is the store of value for their revenue going in there, essentially, right? So pretty cool. We'll keep looking at there, expanding their revenue. What else we got going there? Yeah, there we go. That's the one there. 2 hours ago. Peacock is the official token of LibertyX there, and that LibertyX is a product of LibertySwap. Someone said not PDI. Price-wise, PDI is still the most respectable and reliable coin on PulseChain at the moment. I don't know about that. That's probably a little bit far, but let's be real. It's not our Peacock yet. That's probably better. All right, so we've got the play there. All right, so that is, let's scroll back up here. What else there? 4 hours ago, you see the market bouncing back. I think we read all that, so let's scroll up here. 2 hours ago, ZKX wallet and native PulseChain Railgun are set to run with ZKX as a token. But looking at how Peacock holders are reacting to Peacock during the hard time, we'd rather just drop a big chunk of ZKX supply to them as an airdrop when the dev is done. Whoa! So if you're holding Peacock, guys, looks like the airdrops are coming. Now, we were expecting part of the roadmap. Remember earlier last year, I should say. We're in 26 now. Got to get it right. But they were talking about staking Peacock and earning meme coins. Do you remember that? Now, we haven't seen that in the roadmap yet again, but that's sitting there. And maybe this is a little teaser about that. But yeah, we shall see. So yeah, Liberty Peacock there. If it gets some top tier meme coins and things and airdrops, could be pretty popular. And of course, Peacock is probably quite easy the number one meme coin to potentially reach $1 billion market. And if it does that, it will join that very exclusive club of about 6 to 10 coins, depending on where the market is. They're at $1 billion, and that would also be another catalyst for putting PulseChain on the map. There's a couple of ways of doing that, but having a meme coin is one of them that's worth $1 billion. So we shall see. Can the utility and of course airdrop and other mechanisms behind Peacock make it run to the $1 billion market cap? We shall see. In fact, we must well check where Peacock market cap is at the moment, shall we? Let's go to CoinGecko. We'll use CoinGecko's number. It's a bit different from the DEX screener. And we'll go have a look at Peacock and see where that is at the moment. Now, as you guys know, the highest position basically from my member was about 1150 when Peacock got to 3 cents. It's currently just above 1 cent right now, and it's sitting at number 1711. And the market cap, of course, is super low compared to $1 billion. It's only 8.7 at the moment. So we've got a long way to go there. Let's do some moon math. So if we've got to get to $1 billion, then we're going to divide it by, I guess, that. So we've still got 115x to go, guys, 115x to get it up to $1 billion. And that will join the very select crew of meme coins. And if we go to the meme coin category, we can see who's at $1 billion at the moment. And there's only, last time we checked, was only 6 of them. Let's see if anyone else has joined the club with the little pump in the new year. So we've got Doge, Shib, Meme, Core, Pepe, Pump Tires, and Trump. So those are the ones at the moment. So we've still got 6. And the next one down below there is Bonk and Pudgy Penguin. So Bonk there, another 185 million away. So there we are, 6. Can we get into that club? That'd be pretty cool. So 115x, guys. Let's bring it on. More fees, more airdrops, staking, everything else. There's lots of stuff on the roadmap. More DeFi protocols that can happen pretty fast. 115x. Keep a lookout. Got a pretty diamond hands so far. So yeah, we'll keep a lookout for the old Peacock. What else? Let's scroll down here. So that's pretty much it. And of course, they gave their roadmap. We talked about that the other day. Roadmap coming out there for intent-based trading, which I think is this messaging system, right? This layer 0. I think that's potentially another term for that. I think. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same, but intent-based is basically put the intent out of you want this swap to happen, and the market sort of comes to make it happen. That's kind of the idea. So yeah, let's keep a look up for that. You got product 1, product 2, product 3, and product 4. Kind of cool. They got their flywheel. Now, I did believe that they were going to do a Peacock roadmap as well, so I'm not quite sure what's happened there. But if they are watching, or go ask them, is there a Peacock roadmap? Because they've got their 2026 roadmap. And that's where I thought the staking might come up, but they haven't talked about that at all since last year. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe I'll ask them some questions. Maybe I'll do that. If you guys don't ask, I will ask. How about that? Hey, Serge, appreciate the repost. Thanks so much. And yeah, bring on the fire. It's pretty fun here in the old Kryptonite show. We're having a good time today. Blair in house there. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair. Welcome to the chat as well. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe on the Kryptonite Show, Superman Crypto, and PulseChain X. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels. And also, if you haven't smashed the follow on X, give it a follow. If you want to join Strategy Club and get all the latest intel and a lot of stuff I don't say online, then definitely join up to that. It's just over $1 a day, $35 a month, and that is in the video description on YouTube and pinned to the top of X. So we'll look forward to you joining the family. All right, so that is the play. Let's jump over to Decentralized Me. We're going to quickly look to see whether he got responded to with his rejig deal that he did yesterday. So let's see what he's got here. Where do we got here? So we got this one here. Is it December? Yeah, I think it's this one here. So he rejigged his deal. And then what else? I think we got a response from, I thought we did get a response here. I don't know why it's not here, but let's see. Let's go to his replies and see whether he's got something on his replies, and quickly see how that went. I don't see any comments there, but I'm pretty sure that he has had a response. Eric, he's got a response there. Yeah, not is it this one? No, not that one. Yeah, I thought it would be. I thought it was under here, but I don't see it here. I wonder where it's gone. But let's go back, and it's Eric Wall. I think it was down here, was he? No, it's not there. Can't see it. Where did it go? I don't know. Eric Wall. Oh, well, we'll just leave it, and I'll try and find it, and we will cover it tomorrow. There's no rush, no rush. All right, let's jump over to Rackham. And Rackham, of course, is doing CoinWell. It's getting pretty close. Now, the whitelist is pretty much done, but he came out today that they said there's one VIP list position available. So there we go. Who will it be? So that's a bit of hype there, a bit of excitement. So yeah, if you get onto the whitelist, congratulations. A lot of people trying to get on there. And so yeah, we've got a couple of comments here. Did we read these yesterday? I think we did, but we'll read the second, the last one. I guess I never stopped to consider how many scammers there are. Yeah, so he's put a lot of proof about how he's not been dumping, etc. Instead of evidence, they double down lies. So he's obviously had a lot of conflict there with some key players in the PulseChain. But then he's come out with this about the whitelist, VIP whitelist position left. One of them left, priceless. Who will it be? And so yeah, people getting in on that. Now we know that there's a number of teams. Obviously, the Bria team, the Wuji gangs, along with Mr. Wu on the whitelists. Mr. Wu, of course, is the director of CoinMafia. So that is some of the excitement there. So CoinMafia getting close to whitelist first. I guess the token allocation. We know that there's going to be 1 billion tokens, 90% get burned, 100 million tokens will be for the whitelist. And I think there's about 100 people or something like that. So we'll keep a look out for that. And then after that, can't be too far away until the launch happens. Yeah, we'll keep the tabs on the old CoinMafia. That's the next big protocol. Over 375 chains, I think. And it's going to have very different tokenomics from other launch pads that we've seen with Pump Tires and Pump Fund and stuff. So we're excited about that. And of course, Rack and Michelle, they're the biggest whale on the PulseChain, about to make the big moves. Now, after CoinWell after CoinMafia is going to be CoinWell, the big DeFi ecosystem, Coinaki, the big Battle of the Memes site, and we believe there's 4 different protocols coming. I'm not sure what the other 2. I think they were going to be educational, so we'll see where they all land. But that is kind of the play now. So 5 protocols, and I think all under the Coinbound umbrella company, which is run by Jen, right? Jen De Beers, Jen De Beers, Rochelle, and yeah. Coin Division. I said Coinbound, but Coin Division. And actually, we've got all the companies here. CoinWell, that's the big DeFi one with the stable coin. Coinaki, the Battle of the Memes. CoinMafia, of course, is out. And then Coin Mentor, but I believe there's another one as well. So Coin Mentor there. So we'll keep a look out for that. All part of Coin Division. I don't know if they have the website. Is it rendered yet? Maybe they're not released that yet. No. So all the sites not showing anything yet. So the mystery continues. But it's getting there, guys. It's getting there. Kind of cool. What else? I think that's it. We're getting pretty close, guys. All right, so that is it right now on the old that. Let's quickly check Joshua Wu, since he's the director. Joshua Wu. I thought I had this already on speed dial, but not there. Wu. What about Wu? Is that there? Probably not spelling right. Well, no, we'll bring up Joshua Wu next time without mucking around. All right, so now in 3 minutes, guys, that was the show. So yeah, 2 green days on PulseChain. Bitcoin over 90K. Ethereum over 3,100K, was it? And we got PulseChain, double-digit growth there, looking much better. And what else? We got some leaders there. Bria on the move. Peacock on the move, Emmett on the move, TruDeFi, incredible results. What's that? Almost 220 billion Pulse, probably over 1.2% of the Pulse supply now, which is incredible if you think about it. That's got to help the pump mentors a little bit, I guess. And what else did we talk about? We've got CoinWell coming. We're probably going to get some news, I guess, pretty soon about a Vault 369, the big multi-chain liquidity fork. Maybe we might hear. I'll give a check up on Jacob's ecosystem, trying to get an update for that for tomorrow. Yeah, exciting times ahead, guys. Exciting times. All right. Should we leave it there? Leave it there, I think. All right. Take care, every guys, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.